This video is brought to you by WPForms. In this video, you'll learn how to track and reduce form abandonment in WordPress. Simply put, form abandonment is just a way to describe the situation where a user goes to either purchase a product on your site or they go to fill out, say, a quote on your business website, and then they don't even finish submitting it. They just leave without doing that. That is form abandonment, and it can cost you money and sales. So you want to be able to do two things to reduce that. You want to be able to track it to see where is it happening. Are there multiple forms that it's happening on? Is it a certain product that it's happening on and whatnot? And then the next thing you want to do is you want to be able to reduce that. And if you're reducing that, then ideally you're increasing the number of sales or the number of leads or the number of purchases that you have in your site. So that's why tracking and reducing form abandonment is so critical for your business. So let's walk through the two phases of this. First off, the best way to track form abandonment is by using MonsterInsights. It's the #1 Google Analytics that allows you to track website traffic using Google Analytics. And it brings all of the data into your website where you can see it straight from your dashboard like this. For this video, you'll want to install at least their Pro plan or higher so that we can get the Forms add-on to track that. I'm going to walk you through the whole process of installing the plugin. We'll do the light, and then I'll show you how easy it is to add your license key, and then it will automatically go out and upgrade to the Pro version. So we can go to our plugins area and we'll click Add New. We'll search for MonsterInsights. This is the one we're looking for. So let's go ahead and click Install. You'll want to also stick around to activate it as well. Once you do that, we can go to Insights and we'll go to Settings. Once you've gotten your paid plan on MonsterInsights.com, you'll want to make sure that you get your license key for it. So we'll copy that and we can head back over to MonsterInsights, scroll down to the license key area where we can go and paste it. Click Unlock Pro Features now, and then it will go out and connect and upgrade to the Pro version. Once you do that, you'll also want to make sure that you authenticate if you haven't done this with the light version yet. So go in and authenticate the MonsterInsights Pro. This is connecting it to your Google Analytics. And if you want to, you can watch our video on all the steps, the step-by-step on how to install Google Analytics with WordPress. And you can check out that video up here. So go out and connect our Google Analytics with our website. And now that should all be good to go. Once you install it and activate the Pro version, you'll want to go down to Addons. And from here, we're looking for the Forms add-on. So let's go ahead and click Install. Once it's installed, it'll also activate it for us. So then we're good to go. Now that we've installed it, let's go back over to Settings. And from here, we want to go to Conversions. And we want to do Forms Tracking. So we want this enabled. And you see that's enabled here. You can also drop this down. And what it does is it'll automatically go through and see what type of forms plugins do we already have installed. And since I already have WPForms installed, it automatically enables that. If you have other ones, then it'll show that here. Once everything is set up, then we're good to go. And now we should be able to start seeing data once people start filling out your form. And you'd be able to see that by going to your reports area and then click on the forms area. Once you start getting data, then you can see the forms and the report here, how many impressions, meaning how many people landed on the form, how many completed it, and then the conversion rate. And once you have that data, then you can start improving it. The best way that you can, say, recover abandoned form entries is with using WPForms. This is the best and easiest to use drag and drop form plugin on the market. And for the form abandonment add-on, you'll want to make sure that you have the Pro plan or higher. So you'll want to make sure that you go and activate that. If you're like most people, you are probably using the Forms Lite to do most of the just a basic form add-on, which is perfect. And then whenever you're ready, you can upgrade that. You can just head over to WPForms.com/WP Beginner, and you'll get the best discount on WPForms by going to that address. Once you get your WPForms license, simply go to the settings area where you can add the license key to verify. Once you verify the license key, then you'll have the Forms Abandonment add-on that you can do. So then we can go to Addons. And from here, we're looking for the Form Abandonment add-on here. So we'll click install add-on. And then once that's installed, let's go and activate it on a form. So I'm going to go to all forms. And the one I want to activate it on is my quote form. So I'm going to edit this. You can also create a brand new one. But you'll want to make this however you want it to look. As you know, it's quite easy to drag and drop the form and make it look and feel exactly how you want it to. Then when you're ready, go to settings. And now we have a new tab here called Form Abandonment. From here, we want to enable that. And then we want to decide if we want to save only if the email or phone number is provided, which is probably the best thing to do because otherwise it would be very difficult to track down the person if they haven't given you some kind of information that allows you to get in contact with them. So you want to save the partial form if the email address or phone number is provided. And then what you'll probably want to do is a couple of things. You want to make sure that the email is maybe one of the higher fields up here. So maybe even capture that before you start asking all the other information. That way you know that you're going to get that information. I would even put the phone number up here as well. And you could even do one more thing. I'm going to show you real quick. We can save this. You can even make this a conversational form if you go to the add-ons area. And let's install the add-on for conversational forms. And what this does is basically we'll just ask each individual question at one time on the screen. And then that should improve your entry, at least for the phone number and at least for the email address. So then we can go back to all forms, go to the quote section and go back to settings. And now we have conversational forms. Let's go ahead and enable that. And I'll show you what that will look like. You see, you'll get a permalink here. So basically you can just send this link to anybody to get that. You can even brand it a little bit more and even change the color scheme of it. Let me show you what this looks like. So we're going to preview the conversational form. And what this will do is it's just like showing them just one thing at a time. And so you should get an increase in the email submissions and the phone number submission before they move on. That way, in case they don't fill out the whole form, you'll at least have their email or phone number to continue your conversation with them. And then I'll show you what this looks like when somebody does abandon it. So let me finish saving this and I'm going to partially fill out one of these and then say I don't want to complete it. I'm going to exit out of this. Now, when we go to our area, I'm going to close out of that. And now when we go to entries, you'll see all of the entries that have been done. For instance, we have a quote, one entry here, we can click on it and you see that it's abandoned. But now we can view that data because we have captured the email address and now we can reach out to them and see what else we can do for them. So it's a great feature of reducing form abandonment on your website. Did you learn something from today's video? If so, subscribe to our YouTube channel and we'll send more helpful tips to help you manage your WordPress website. And thanks for watching.